guys, I'm Banu and today I'm back with another video. So I'm going to do two reviews now. Not now, I mean two different videos. One is Autodesk Sketchbook and one is Adobe Photoshop Sketch. Then I will do like a versus challenge between the both incredibly good drawing apps on Android and iOS. So now getting started, Autodesk is this video. So Autodesk is a very versatile drawing app, PC or mobile, Android or iOS, anything. Autodesk is absolutely aced in making the sketchbook app, and it comes with a lot of brush options and has a pretty clean layout, which makes it ideal for people like me who have OCD a bit. So I like things to be not too shattered, like here there the screen will be too cluttered and there will not be so much space to draw. Like the phone I'm recording on is the Samsung M30s, Galaxy M30s. It has a screen of something 6.4 inches. Screen, the screen size is 6.4 inches, and when apps like Ibis Paint X are run on this phone, the interface becomes too cluttered, which is not good for doing art. And now let's just get started with the Autodesk review. Hi guys, I'm Banu back here with another video again. I told you in the start, I don't need to do that introduction again. So this is the standard sketchbook layout. Now, and it has been my usual since a lot of time, and I've been doing my thumbnails with this recently. From my last video, what's happening, when I asked you about reviews for my channel so that I can improve on making videos, because my average view time was not going bigger than 36 seconds. Before that it used to be 4 minutes or something, but now it's becoming 36 seconds or something. That's why I asked you to review, and for that thumbnail I used this. And before that, for almost all the thumbnails I've been using Autodesk Sketchbook. I'm doing some random patterns here, and interesting features you'll find about Adobe is that you can do wallpapers like this. You have a different texture brushes, like this one right here, and this one which I used to achieve the camo look, and then also you can do the themed wallpapers like this. This is my present wallpaper that I'm using, the X series that I made for myself, and this one's taking a bit time to load. And this is the other X series wallpaper that I made. I did this all using the symmetry option in the Adobe Autodesk Sketchbook. Like you just go here, symmetry. You also have this control, so your brush doesn't go to the other side at all. It just works on one side. When you have this extend strokes at center line, you can do crosses or something like that for your wallpaper or patterns. And now getting back to the review, you have this incredibly huge arsenal of brushes in the Adobe Autodesk Sketchbook app, and you have this layer settings, color balance, all this when kept at 0 or fully at all, the color stays the same as the original one. You can also have the highlights go to different colors, and then the shadows. Look there guys, shadow. Okay, you can also have the shadows or reset everything. And also you have this Copic color palette in the Autodesk Sketchbook, which is incredibly a huge step up. It just always have this Copic color palette, so that you don't have to choose colors again from all this with all the strain again that you done in choosing the colors before. So for that, but you may not find all the colors that you want in the in the Copic palette. So you have the standard color wheel, but without that, a few artists might find it uncomfortable to use only the Copic color palette. You have the Copic color palette divided into two sections, like illustration and design, for better management of colors. For designing, they said that these colors right here are the best in their view, and for illustration, these ones are the best. You can find the same set of colors in the design and illustration, like 110, the color 110. Here also you can find that. It's basically that the gray section is just copied into the design one, but it's not same with all the sections here. You also have BG2 here and BG2 here. Robin's blue egg. Robin's in blue. So as I told you, we have all these options and more to come in the future updates. I've newly updated this and I'm reviewing it right now. You have this pretty clean layout in the Autodesk Sketchbook. You also have fill options. One flaw with the fill option is that I'll show you 1 minute. If I now clear the layer and take a very clean brush which doesn't have any ending any cavities in the ending, and I fill in with the same color, I can find a white line here. It's not properly filled. As you can see, you have to fill it again. You have to do the borders again, which might be a little frustrating for people who want to fill in all the times. Like when I want to do but if you, one other thing I didn't like with the Autodesk Sketchbook is that you have to just fill one solid color in the background and do the other detailing stuff of the background on the other layers after that, and you cannot even fill the color, keep the layer beneath the background layer, so that you have for sometimes you cannot keep it beneath the background layer too. But the other features are not questionable at all. They work very well, and even the symmetry feature has been a big a nice So that's all for now, folks, and we'll meet another time in another video. Sayonara.